Hello, you're watching Monday edition of News Mongolia. Today is July 4th. For our top stories, MIAT Mongolian Airlines completes the repayment of its new Boeing plane. Cashmere brand Gobi's collaboration collection features artist S.Sarantsatsralt. U.S. Treasury provides training to help fight corruption. For other news, stay tuned. MIAT Mongolian Airlines acquires its Boeing 767-300ER with a capacity of 225 passenger seats. The final payment was supposed to be paid in December of 2023. However, the company managed to finalize the full repayment 1.5 years earlier than the scheduled deadline.
The Boeing 767-300ER first arrived at Chinggishai International Airport on May 15th of 2013. The order of the new Boeing was made in 2011 at the U.S. State Department in Washington by the Mongolian government. This is the first time in more than 2 decades that the airline extended its route network by purchasing a new Boeing airplane. Currently, aside from this airplane, MIAT Mongolian Airlines rents 5 smaller-sized Boeing airplanes. The company used to pay $1 million every quarter towards the payment for the Boeing 767-300ER. The final sum of $8.15 million was transferred in June 2022.
First, we are reducing the government's external debt. Second, we had the risk of getting sanctioned due to the rented planes. Now we are able to fly over Russian territory in the direction of Frankfurt, and it reduces our costs. Acquiring and owning a plane allows the national air carrier to operate flights in any direction without prior consultation with whoever owns the plane, within the frame of the international and Mongolian civil aviation agreements and documents.
MIAT Mongolian Airlines purchased the plane through a soft loan provided by the Exim Bank of the United States.
Of course, we're very, very happy that there's Boeing aircraft here, and there's quite a few. We're very pleased about that. Commercial relations are one of the most important aspects of the general bilateral relationship, and Boeing is, one of the most prominent and successful businesses in the United States. So we're very, very happy that this plane is not just flying, but that it's proving very profitable, and that's good. And it's also important that we were able to find the kind of arrangement that allowed for payment with the Exim Bank and others, so that also was an important aspect of today's ceremony.
Due to the Russian-Ukraine war, we are not able to fly over Russian territory. Now, with owning this plane, it will allow us to fly over more territories and create future opportunities.
The B767-300ER is fully equipped for long-distance flight with 25 business and 195 economy class seats and a capacity for 225 passengers in total, as well as carrying 10 to 12 tons of luggage. The plane has the capacity to fly more than 11,000 kilometers without the need to land. At the end of the fourth quarter of 2021, MIAT Mongolian Airlines generated 11 billion Mongolian tugriks in profit, while in the first quarter of 2022, the company has generated a further 2.8 billion Mongolian tugriks profit. In the future, with the repayment now being completed, the company expects to reduce its expenses as well as cost of their services.
Mongolian Cashmere producer Gobi Cashmere is collaborating with artist S.Sarantsatsralt on their latest collection. The new collection, called Nadam, conveys Mongolian nomadic culture, national characteristics, and connection to nature through its designs.
MNB World has produced a program called Art Time Wearable Sculpture, and it features artist S.Sarantsatsralt. This time, the artist is collaborating with the Mongolian major Cashmere brand Gobi on their latest collection, Nadam. The collection features the artist's unique expression and exclusive sketches.
I think featuring pieces of art and paintings on the casual prêt-à-porter style of clothing makes art more accessible and available for people's daily lives. When we think about Nadam, we think about festivities, leisure summertime, flowers and greens. Therefore, I try to express it through bright, colorful, floral prints.
The Nadam collection features in total 25 limited edition garments, say company representative.
This is the essence of this collection. We see a piece previously drawn by an artist on canvas. printed on 100% cashmere.
гардаг байсан бол одоо энэ цомны хувьд
This trench coat also features some paintings on the outer and inner side of the coat. This coat was designed taking into consideration the multifunctionality of the garment.
The company's new collection advertisement also attracted the public's attention as it featured models from different ethnic backgrounds as well as an albino model. Some consumers praised the unique advertisement campaign for promoting inclusivity and diversity.
Thank you for staying with us on MNB World. Now let's take a look at Mongolia's current affairs.
Economic crimes advisors from the United States Department of the Treasury's Office of Technical Assistance delivered a series of workshops on June 21st through 28th on forensic accounting and indirect methods of proof to analysts and investigators from Mongol Bank's Financial Information Unit, the General Department of Taxation, the National Police Agency, the General Intelligence Agency, and the Independent Authority Against Corruption. The goal of the workshops was to help participants fight public corruption, money laundering, and tax evasion by providing tools and skills to identify and examine unexplained wealth and its potentially illicit sources.
Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Now let's take a look at our regular feature on sports. The Mongolian Rugby Football Union received full member status from World Rugby in 2021, becoming the 108th member across 6 regions. The Mongolian national rugby team played its first match of the world ranking on Sunday against the national team of Uzbekistan.
The match started at 5 p.m. Ulaanbaatar time on Sunday in Bishkek, capital of Kyrgyzstan. Mongolia had its first match against Uzbekistan, in which they lost 17-10. The Mongolian national team, which belongs to the third tier of the Central Asia region, will play against the home team, Kyrgyzstan, on July 6 at 5 p.m. for the third place in the group rankings. The national team, which has successfully played its first world ranking match, team athletes and coaches have expressed their confidence and are ready for the next match. The Mongolian Rugby Football Union was established in 2003 following its initiation by one of the Mongolia's famous wrestlers, Tsirundam, who now serves as a member of Mongolian Parliament. The union became an associate member of the International Federation in November 2004 and has now met the necessary governance criteria to achieve World Rugby full member status. Mongolian rugby started with occasional social matches between locals and expats, but it has grown to become one of the most exciting new team sports in the country. The MRFU has achieved numerous milestones in recent years, having won Division 4 of the Asian Rugby Championship in 2014 and finishing 4th in the 2019 Asia Sevens Trophy. Rugby has been included in Mongolian Armed Forces sports program since 2018. The Mongolian Rugby Football Union has successfully and competitive age grade and national championship tournaments, which attract young and upcoming players, while World Rugby's Get Into Rugby program has also been successful in attracting new rugby players with over 7,000 participants by 2016. The union was a women's rugby development program 2021 through 2025 in place, which aims to double the number of female players and coaches over the next 4 years. In 2021, rugby classes began being piloted at schools with the aim of having rugby included in the secondary school PE curriculum in the medium-term future.
Just 1 week after claiming the Krillin FIBA 3x3 World Cup 2022, France just added another trophy to their cabinet with a victory at the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series Ulaanbaatar Stop 2022, which took place in the Mongolian capital on July 1st to 2nd.
France claimed their first Women's Series win of 2022 in Ulaanbaatar after defeating Netherlands under 24 in overtime in the finals. Down 11-9 with less than 10 seconds to go, the MVP of the tournament, Mauds Tervinho, sent the game into overtime with a deep 2 from the logo, and Mary Main finished the game with another 2-pointer. Julia Joritsma led the Dutch in the final with 5 points, Her teammate Nurte Diersen was limited to 4 points in the title game but topped the scoring and play value charts in Mongolia. 3 teams represented Mongolia in the tournament: Ulaanbaatar Amazons, Sukhatra Amazons, and Mongolian national team, but they took the 6th through 8th place. The Ulaanbaatar Amazons team, consisting of Balrytyn, Minjing, Arun Titik, and Rashida Timbilya, reached the semi-finals but lost to the Netherlands under-24 national team 21-13. The 4th stop of the FIBA 3vs3 Women's Series 2022 will be played in Bordeaux, France on July 6th through 7th.
Here comes the weather forecast for the world's major cities. This is it for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you tomorrow with more news updates. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.